bottom of your TV screen. As you sit there in silence, you're invisible. No one can see you nor hear you. Your silent screams for help don't dawn to anyone. You want out of the situation, but all you can do is gasp for air and dig deeper in. So tired of wasting all the tears that were never meant to be cried, or so tired of looking in the mirror, watching all the cuts go from the red to the pale pigment of your forearm. They faded away, but they each had a story. The hate-filled truth that no one told you, the pitiful rumors they spread, the lies they had put on Facebook. They were making you feel so dead. To the world, you were a little girl asking for attention. But in all honesty, you were a little girl scared to ask a question. You were worthless and pathetic, they all seemed to think. Instead of listening to what your heart felt, you decided to overthink and do what you never should have done. They brought on suicide, you just finished it off. You wrote a letter to whomever finds this and signed it with the lettering of a little girl who was scared to ask a question. The last thing she told herself before she emptied that bottle of pills. Just remember, you're beautiful, but you're over it. Suicide of a 16-year-old female from Bloomington, Illinois slides across the bottom of your TV screen. As you sit there in silence, the word suicide circles in your head. The letter to whomever finds this is still there waiting to be opened, and all your broken pieces are waiting there to be picked up, and you're still asking yourself, am I over it? Someone once said, in the end, everything will be okay. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. But how does someone begin to be able to forgive someone that tore their family apart and left them there to cry themselves to sleep every night? They say pain is only temporary, but this is everlasting. The lingering of spec just fades, of trust fades away, just like your life you had before that day. The day you realized you were no longer young and reckless, but growing old and naive. You weren't a little girl asking for attention. You were just a little girl wanting to ask a question. Heaven doesn't want someone that doesn't own up to their sins, so write your list and burn it and watch your mistakes fly into ashes. Interview after interview, the weight was getting heavier. Lies after lies, they kept on spitting up at you. It was all my fault. But they remind me to this day, if it wasn't for you, those two little girls he raped wouldn't have gotten their justice. But they would still be up every night like you, wondering what had went wrong. Pain is only temporary. But knowing that someone with good intentions did you really wrong, those girls got their justice. But when do you get yours?